Welcome to the Austin Beat. I'm Holly Mills-Gardner, and I have a great show for you today. I'm going to take you to the premiere of 21 Years Richard Linklater, and I have an exclusive sit-down interview with supermodel Jerry Hall. We also have a chat with singer-songwriter Anna Nalick, and we take a little trip down to New Braunfels for Wurstfest, and so much more in food and beauty. So don't go away, because this is the Austin Beat. Austin is the live music capital of the world, so as always, I've got a great music beat for you. Take a look.
Hi guys, it's Lola, and we are outside the beautiful One World Theater where tonight Anna Nalick is performing. We have an exclusive sit-down interview with Anna, and let's go inside.
2 a.m. and I'm still awake, writing a song. If I get it all down on paper, it's no longer inside of me, threatening the life it belongs to. And I feel like I'm naked in front of the crowd, 'cause these words are my diary screaming out loud, and I know that you'll use them however you want to.
So tell me, what has been some of your musical influences? What inspires you?
Well, growing up, my grandma was she was a Broadway dancer and singer, so I listened to a lot of show tunes. And then my parents are 11 years apart. My mom was a child of the 60s. My dad was a child of the 50s. So I had a lot of music. I mean, it spanned the genres. I have older siblings who are 80s kids, so I had tons of music and really a lot to pull from. So I've thought about this before. I can't really narrow it down to one genre or one person, but I knew I wanted to write music by the time I was maybe, 8, 7 years old.
I read some of your bio and the stories of your elementary school days of being inspired with the Cranberries and changing. Yeah. I love that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
That's how I learned how to write music. It started with rewriting lyrics to other people's songs, and I just particularly remember Zombie by the Cranberries, rewriting the lyrics to that one. And then by the time I was in maybe 5th grade, I don't know how old I was, like 10 maybe, I was writing my own songs and using my dad's guitar to pluck out a bass line so that I had something to write a melody to.
That's interesting because I always wonder how people's creative process is like. Do you like to be by yourself, or what goes into writing a song?
I actually, over the last couple of years, I have tried to co-write, and that's not true. There is actually one song that I sing that I wrote with somebody during those years. I was trying to learn the process of writing so that maybe I could write for other artists, and write with other people for other people, but my writing process is very subconscious. So when there's someone there, I have a lot of difficulty getting to the most honest place. I feel like I'm very conscious of what I'm doing, so I'm thinking about it too much, and then I lose the purity of the song. So it just works better for me to write by myself. And 2 days go by and I realize the sun has risen and set and I haven't eaten anything, but I have a song finished. So that's my process. It's not very organized or specific, but it gets the job done in the most honest way possible.
I think that really rings true here because I look at this venue and it's so intimate, and it just makes sense that your songs come from such a special place.
Well, for this tour, actually, we're making it a little bit smaller and, making sure that it's not too big crowds. We put a cap on it so that there's like a more intimate vibe, especially being that the songs are new. Some of them it's the first time I'm performing them, so it's a good chance for me to get to know my material before I go in and record it.
So these days, what are you working on?
I'm in the studio, actually. I'm finally working on the next album. I took a few years off, and I went to school and studied creative writing, and then I've missed music so much. I've missed performing and touring and everything.
Do you have a secret talent other than singing and writing songs? Do you have something that usually people wouldn't know about you?
Yeah, but it's a secret for a reason.
One that you could share.
I'll tell you, but I won't show you because
Sure.
it's awful. I can hold my hands behind my back and bring them around to the front without unlocking my hands. I think it's because I can dislocate my shoulder. That's disgusting, though. Why would I tell people that?
Well, I mean,
It's out now.
in
There
a
you
pinch,
go.
I feel like in a pinch, you might need
In a
that
pinch.
skill.
I could get out of a straitjacket.
Just push come to shove.
I could get out of a straitjacket. There we go.
You're watching the Austin Beat. We'll be right back after this message. Hi, I'm Holly Mills-Gardner, and I spend most of my time on this side of the lens. But when it comes to my camera, I trust the professionals at Precision Camera and Video, just like the pros. With a huge selection of cameras and accessories from entry-level to top-of-the-line pro video, all here under one roof. Conveniently located at 2438 West Anderson Lane and on the web at precision-camera.com, where the pros go. And when your equipment needs service, do what I do and trust the skilled technicians here at Precision Camera and Video.
Dazed and confused.
It's a slacker. Before sunrise and before sunset.
Me and Orson.
It's a Scanner Darkly. I was like, what?
Newton Boys.
Tape.
Suburbia.
Waking Light.
Before Midnight.
Bernie.
School of Rock.
And then there's the Bad News Bears.
Hello, I am Natalie Wilemon with the Austin Beat, and we are standing here in front of the beautiful Paramount Theater, waiting to go in to see 21 Years Richard Linklater. It is its Austin premiere tonight, and we are so excited to go in and celebrate the iconic Richard Linklater. What does this film mean to Rick, and what does it mean to Austin in general as a film scene?
It's just really special to have a film made about Rick. I mean, he's such an influential person, and in Austin in particular, but also in the entire independent film world. He had such a big influence on my brother and me, and making movies by hand and making them however you want to make them, just letting it come from your personality and not trying to fit some bill of what you think a movie should be. So I'm just really proud to be a part of the movie and really excited to see it for the first time.
Austin is in some respects the town that Rick built as far as the film culture, He would probably be really mad and say, no, a lot of other people helped him, which is true too. Some of those people will be on stage with us tonight. But Rick was really the catalyst for a lot of it, And to premiere the film here at the Paramount, where so many of his films have premiered. I was just saying, I'm a journalist as well, and I've actually covered Rick right here, where we are, right? Rick here and me there, So to be able to premiere here is just, there's no other place we'd rather do it.
Tell me, what do you think this movie means for the Austin film scene and for Rick in general?
I think it's sort of an indication of a history of film, instead of, because it was always, when I first started out here, it was sort of starting, it was burgeoning. And so to be able to look back on several filmmakers like Rick, and then be able to legitimately have sort of a retrospective, I think that's great. I think it indicates that this film's been around for a while, even back from the Third Coast stuff, with Mayor Richards, and it's great. It sort of means that it's sustainable.
He changed the game and turned sort of human interest and the subtleties of human frailty and the subtleties of the human experience into something that was cinematic. And that's big.
For Rick, I think this is just a beautiful tribute to who he is as an artist and just show the breadth of what he's done. I think that, we couldn't have timed it better just because he's had so much success he just got, I think there were 4 nominations yesterday for the Gotham Awards.
I've learned so much from him just by what he doesn't do, as opposed to somebody barking at you from the back of a limo.
I'm here with Tara Wood, the producer and co-director of 21 Richard Linklater. So tell me, what drew you to Richard Linklater as a subject for your documentary?
Well, I think everybody's
drawn to Richard Linklater because he is considered the godfather of indie. So, well, who else to start with than Richard Linklater? So the series concentrates on the first 21 years of a director's career as though it defines them. Okay, so included in the film we have Jason Reitman, Kevin Smith, the Duplass brothers, all of which were influenced by Richard Linklater. And Soderbergh probably falls in that as well. I should probably give a little tribute to him as well. But that's why we did it.
Is there anything coming up next for your series?
Quentin Tarantino is next.
Oh,
I know.
All right, well, congratulations.
I'm kind of scared. Quentin's scary. That you should probably put out there so that he knows when he shows up.
This is Holly Mills-Gardner. You're watching the Austin Beat. We'll be right back after this message.
He's a sneaky Shakespeare.
He's always searching for something.
Very wise and very laid back.
He's onto something special that's unique to him.
He's got all kind of stuff in his head.
There's no slacker in that slacker.
Rick is probably the most interesting filmmaker in America right now. He's doing animated stuff. He's making kids' films. He's making huge blockbuster movies. He's making movies that span 25 years.
I want to be an artist like that guy. You meet this boy in a taxi cab, and really he's setting you up for the whole movie.
Every thought you have creates its own reality.
He puts a charming light on things, and he has that sort of innocence with a little below-the-belt poke, but yet it's charming.
I found my way into Slacker through Clerks. Kevin Smith would talk about the film Slacker a lot.
I said, I saw this movie Slacker. I tried to explain it to them, and they were just like, well, there's no plot. I'd tell them, like, this movie made me want to be a filmmaker.
He genuinely has love for the people that he's working with.
Rick really makes it look easy when he's doing something.
The point is to make movies, tell stories, create art that is valuable.
All right, all right, all right. Ricky Ticky Linklater.
Welcome back to the Austin Beat. You know, today is so special because it was hard for me to pick one beat for this segment. I could pick fashion, I could pick philanthropy, music, film, any or all of them, because I am with supermodel, actress, and Texan Jerry Hall. How are you?
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
Well, we're together today for an amazing cause. It is called I Am Waters. How did you get involved with that?
I got involved first through my longtime agent, Joey Hunter, asking me to come along.
Check this out. It's I Am Waters.
It's a wonderful charity providing water to homeless people. And, you know, it's based in Houston, and they also provide water in Austin. And it's wonderful to be involved, to be able to help get back home, see what's going on. I mean, water is something we just take for granted, but, if you don't have it in 120 degrees, yes. It's a deathly situation.
Yes. I want you to check it out. It's called I Am Waters, and go to iamwaters.com, and it truly is changing lives for homeless people. It's providing clean, purified drinking water in a recyclable bottle, and you can get them at Whole Foods, and you can, of course, donate to this charity. And amazing people like Jerry Hall, Matthew McConaughey, Billy Bob Thornton, numerous celebrities. Lots of Texans have gotten behind this organization, and that brings Jerry, of course, to Austin today. Yes. And we've just now attended an amazing luncheon with lots of people that we hope are going to get
our
involved.
new best friends.
That's right, that's right. So I want you to get involved with that too, but tell us what else you have going on. You're super busy, aren't you?
I've been quite busy. I'm doing a play coming up soon in London, and I'm also here with my partner, Armand Leroy, who's written a book, and he's up to a finalist for the Kirkus Award.
Speaking of Armand,
come on, honey, come
join us. Because
he's written a book called The Lagoon, and it's about Aristotle being one of the first great scientists.
That's right. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Jerry, my biggest fan.
Yeah, he's gonna win tonight.
So this is a huge honor for you, and I know she is your biggest fan, but there's many fans across the nation, and you're up for an amazing award. So tell us about that.
So Kirkus are a literary magazine, a very famous one, and
they've got this prize in which they've selected out 6 non-fiction books. There's also a fiction award and so on. And they've done me the singular honor of nominating my book as being one of them, against several other extremely good books.
Well, I'm sure yours is amazing. So I'm crossing my fingers that you take home that $50,000 prize tonight.
Well,
Aren't you going to buy me?
I know, that's right. What are you going to buy her? What are you going to buy
Very
her?
good question. We've already had that discussion.
Okay, I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have.
No, it's wonderful. Alina Davis is doing this charity. It's in the 3rd year now.
Yes.
Based in Houston, and it's just wonderful the work that they're doing.
So-
Providing clean water.
That's right. And Elena Davis, of course, is a past supermodel as well, and has really used her face and name to make a difference. And it is an amazing organization.
She's rounded up all the Texan models, of which there are many.
Which, by the way, I want you to put it on your calendar. It's March the 12th. It's going to happen here in Austin, and they're going to have what's called a supermodel luncheon. So you're going to want to be involved because tons of supermodels, celebrities, people that truly believe in this will be here. And I'll be here. It's going to be an amazing event, and we're going to be able to really change the lives of homeless by giving out clean water. Because, you know, we were talking with Lena earlier, and water fountains are pretty much extinct. It's kind of like payphones.
I know. We need to campaign for them.
It's amazing. This is such a worthwhile charity. You wouldn't think that it was important until it's pointed out to you. And then you realize that there are people all over the place, all over the city, who just back.
Yes, there are quite a few, and so they are changing lives right here in Austin, but it is going national. And I know Whole Foods has gotten on board with this, and they are making a difference and helping out. Me too. So that's my go-to shopping. Me too. So thank you, Whole Foods, for that. And thank you for being on our show.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all follow Miss Jerry Hall's career, and it is definitely still thriving, and I love seeing that. And we too together would love for you to check out IamWaters.com and help us give back.
Buffington Homes builds gorgeous homes in Central Texas's most sought-after communities. Buffington Homes is now building in High Point. This gated Austin community is in the highly acclaimed Dripping Springs School District, featuring resort-style amenities and rolling hill country views. At High Point, you'll enjoy a 2-story workout facility, tennis courts, multiple pools, ponds, and miles of hike and bike trails throughout the heavily wooded community. Visit mybuffington.com and build your dream home in High Point with Austin's leading locally owned builder, Buffington Homes.
And now the Food Beat with Robert Fleming from All Affair. Robert?
Hey, Robert Fleming here with American Breakfast. And at my restaurant, we prepare so many things from scratch. And one of the things we do is we make our own Italian sausage. We start with a pork butt. Now, you can get this at your market, but I get in my car and I go down to the other side of town and see my buddy Edmund Prusky at Prusky's Market, because I get to go in the back, I get to pick the one I want, and I get the best meat to make this sausage with, and you will want to too. Now, what we will do is we'll take this and we'll slice it down so that we can then prepare these cubes, which we'll use to make the sausage. If you don't want to go through that process, you can talk to the guy at your meat counter. He can give you cube pork, or you can buy a boneless country rib. It comes from the same cut of meat. So after we've cubed the meat, we toss it with our seasonings. Then we take it and we put it in the freezer for about an hour and a half. Now, why do we do that? We do that so the meat firms up, it'll go through the grinder easier, and the fat gets harder so we don't get what's called a fat smear on the front end of the grinder plate. Makes for a very clean product. So now we've got the finished product here, the sausage, which we then cook off to render off the fat, because we want to take some of that out of it. It adds a lot of flavor, but we really don't want it in the dish. You can also take this product now in this ground form, and you can use it to make meatballs, you can make patties for sandwiches, you can scramble it into eggs. Let your mind run wild. You can do just about anything. Pork shoulder is so versatile. So you're asking yourself, what's the difference between a pork shoulder and a pork butt? There's no difference at all. It's the same cut of meat. So don't let it fool you. Go down to the market, get one, play with it, have some fun, cook some great stuff. This is Robert Fleming. This is My American Breakfast.
Hi, I'm Holly Mills-Gardner, and I spend most of my time on this side of the lens. But when it comes to my camera, I trust the professionals at Precision Camera and Video, just like the pros. With a huge selection of cameras and accessories from entry-level to top-of-the-line pro video, all here under one roof. Conveniently located at 2438 West Anderson Lane and on the web at precision-camera.com, where the pros go. And when your equipment needs service, do what I do and trust the skilled technicians here at Precision Camera and Video.
Hey you guys, Emmy Robbin here for the Austin Beat, and I came to one of my favorite little towns right outside of Austin, Texas, New Braunfels. That's right, you know it. And once a year, they have a beautiful festival called Wurstfest, and you can come out here, enjoy beer, brats, music. That's right, they have 5 bands playing on 5 different stages. This thing has grown so much over the last couple of years. So let's go check it out and see what they got to offer.
So here at Wurstfest, it's not just fun, and it is fun, but it's not just fun and beer and food. It also benefits a lot of different charities and companies. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we have Wurstfest is a nonprofit organization. We put on the festival, as OPAs do. We're all volunteers. A lot of the food you'll find over in the market plots, those are nonprofit organizations that make a lot of their money for their causes here at Wurstfest.
Oh, perfect. And then the festival itself actually benefits the community as well.
It does, yeah. Wurstfest reinvests money to make the festival even better for the nonprofits and everybody to benefit from, but also we have foundations and scholarships we do as well.
So you can eat and get fat and also be doing a good charitable cause at the same time.
Where else can you do that? And wear cool clothes.
Exactly. Now, you told me earlier there are 5 stages with bands.
There are 5 stages. The one right behind us is called the Big Tent, and they're just spread all over the place. So everybody has a place to go find the music they like.
Oh, that's so fun. I was just in there with the polka music.
Oh yeah, man.
So fun. Ziggy, ziggy, oi, oi, oi. So fun.
You're a natural.
Hey, they only do it like 10 times an hour. So.
You practice.
Well, thanks so much. I'm going to go around and check it all out. I'm here with Mel, the beer meister at Wurstfest. Now this is new. You have 30 craft beers over here.
Yes, ma'am. This area was added this year, and the craft bar has 30 different crafts in it, as well as 5 domestics.
So if you could guesstimate, how many kegs of beer do you go through a night?
I can't drink nearly a keg.
I was propositioned to do a leader holding contest, and you are actually holding the mug. It's not quite filled to the top yet.
It's not quite filled just yet, but
what I'm going to do is get on the stage and apparently hold that out in front of me for as long as I can with 19 other people, and I'm going to win because you are the reigning champion, and you're going to give me some pointers. So what do I need to know? Like, give me some tips.
Absolutely. Well, you want to hold your arm straight out like this,
okay,
parallel to the ground.
Okay.
Don't drop it.
Okay.
And don't bend your arm.
Okay.
And man, do not spill the beer. Okay. You will do, and I guarantee you'll beat several guys. There's no doubt about that.
See, that's my hope.
Ready for this? Moss-Krugstein 2014 here.
I'm so nervous. So nervous. I'm gonna kill it.
Are we ready?
I just made some new friends here at Wurstfest, and I found out that they are from Austin. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that come down here from Austin. Now, is this your first Wurstfest?
It is. It's my second. I went on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I went last year.
Yeah.
And still having an amazing time.
Yeah?
Best
awesome.
Best beer festival of all time. Like, let's be honest, it's better than Germany.
Buffington Homes builds gorgeous homes in Central Texas's most sought-after communities. Buffington Homes is now building in High Point. This gated Austin community is in the highly acclaimed Dripping Springs School District, featuring resort-style amenities and rolling hill country views. At High Point, you'll enjoy a 2-story workout facility, tennis courts, multiple pools, ponds, and miles of hike and bike trails throughout the heavily wooded community. Visit mybuffington.com and build your dream home in High Point with Austin's leading locally owned builder, Buffington Homes.
All right, I am downtown on 2nd Street to bring you a beauty tip with beauty expert Rochelle Ray. Hello, welcome back as always. Thank you, and your beautiful model that's here going to help us out. We are always listening to our viewers, and they have been asking me to find out from you, how do they go from the summer glow into the fall winter season and still keep that beautiful glowing look?
Well, we all feel a little bit dull after summertime and in the cold, and our skin isn't quite as bright.
Right.
If you're wearing a foundation, I suggest stop. Wear a tinted moisturizer. It's usually water-based. It puts more moisture back in your skin. So, skip the matte foundation. Put some dewy glow.
Okay, that's a great idea. And then after you put on the tinted moisturizer, which I notice it's SPF is in there. That's
Absolutely.
An SPF 15, I noticed.
Actually, it's SPF 20.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Color's 15. But, yeah, you sometimes don't think you have to worry about the sun in the wintertime because it's not hot, but it's still out there, so don't forget the SPF and everything.
That's great. So use a tinted moisturizer, and then what do they do after they apply that?
Well, you have lost your summer glow. You're no longer tan. So bronzers aren't just for the summertime. They're actually great in the winter to bring back a little bit of that healthy glow of the summer.
Okay.
So people always ask, where do I put it? I want to wear bronzer, but do I put it all over my face? No, you definitely don't want to put it all over your face.
Yes,
so
don't do that.
You just want to test a little on your cheekbones.
Wow.
And then while you're, sort of think about where the sun would hit you if you're out. You don't want to just have these bronze cheeks. The sun would hit you, on your forehead, a little on your nose, chin, maybe down on your chest.
That's such a great idea, and what a great tip for our viewers, because a lot of people, I think, would just dust a bronzer all over them, but that's really applying it where the sun would hit.
Absolutely.
Is brilliant.
Just think about where the sun's coming down on your face.
Yes.
But I like to not just get all the color from the bronzer. I like to use a pop of pink. This is our Oasis blush.
Which, by the way, is my favorite. You've got to come get this.
But you just do it right on the apples of the cheeks. That way you're not just a sort of one color palette. You've brought a little bit of that summer glow back into your cheeks.
And it blends it too. It blends the color right into your skin tone perfectly. I love that. What a great idea. All right, well, that is a great tip. All right, so make sure you get your bronzer, get a little pink on your cheeks, and wear SPF and your tinted moisturizer and a little gloss, and you will have that summer glow all through the winter. What a great idea. It looks great. I can't wait for you to see it.
Yeah, you can't see it, but you look great.
I know. Well, thanks again, Rochelle.
Thank you.
She's always bringing great tips to us. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you come back every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. right here on the CW. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now go enjoy your Sunday fun day. Bye.
Hey, this is Steve Prince, and film is my beat.
This is Hart Stearns from One World Theater, and music is my beat.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shane Mott. Authentic Smiles is my beat.
Hi, I'm Dusty, and beauty is my beat.
I am William Jackson with Influential Magazine, enjoying the 25th annual La Dolce Vita, and I'm pleased to report that philanthropy is my beat.
Hey y'all, my name is Ross Bennett. I'm with Ross Bennett, and fashion is my beat.